Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Every great athlete reviews game footage. Every top performer reflects on their day. As a day trader, your edge isn't just your strategy. It's how well you learn from your own performance. That's where the daily report card comes in. Whether you're managing risk, building habits, or sharpening execution, tracking your performance daily gives you the insight to improve with purpose. Let's get into it. This is my daily report card. This is a strategy I learned from Lance Berenstein. You can follow him on Twitter, the one went fee. But this is the best tool I have found for improving your trading. I use this instead of a trading journal, and this is how I log my daily trades, but it's also how I set goals to improve my trading. So I'm going to break down for you now how you use your daily report card to log your trades and improve your trading. So the first thing about your report card is here. It just records the date, your grade, and your profit and loss. Now the important part here is actually your grade. The profit and loss doesn't really matter. You can have a good grade with a negative P&M, and you could have a bad grade with a positive P&L. If you look at this case, I have positive P&L, $175 one day. That's not bad for me. But my grade was a C because I didn't execute what I wanted to do based on my goals. And so that's where we get into this first part, setting your goal. Each day you need to have one goal with your trading, one thing you are trying to improve. And for me today, it was following the extra strategies from my playbook, especially around taking profit. This is a weakness for me. I don't hold my winners long enough. I get nervous and I kept them loose, so I protect my profit, and I need to let them go longer. And a reminder for me is you won't make any money being afraid of losing. So a mantra I have in my head, and this is what I want to do. So that was my goal for this trading day. And your goals might be the same for a week, a month, half a year. It does not, until you achieve that goal and you're good at it, your goal is going to stay the same. This is what you want to work on. So you have to set your trading goal every day before you start trading. And then the first thing you put in this is your sections here. And this breaks the trading day into a number of sections. You have your kind of temperature, which is your pre-market. This is before you start trading, how you're feeling. And then you have your open, your midday, your late day, and your close. Now for me, this day I'm only trading in the open, or heck, usually I only trade the open, so I only fill out the first two sections. But we have a few things for each section. You have your overall grade. You have then your playbook selection, trade management, and immediately in my favor. Now these sections, they could be changed to what's important to you. For me, what's important to me is playbook selection. Did I actually execute based on my playbook? My trade management, or my stops in the right place? Well, let's say taking profit as I'm supposed to based on my plays. Did I get out where I'm supposed to? And then also immediately in my favor. And because I trade a lot of momentum, for me it's important that when I take a trade, it immediately goes in my favor. Some people, when you take a trade, it's fine if it chops for a while. For me, it's very important that when I take a trade, it immediately moves in my favor. And this is because I'm playing momentum. So if I'm a momentum trader and the trade doesn't go immediately in my favor, then it wasn't a good trade to take. It doesn't mean it's going to work out for me if it goes immediately in my favor, but it should because I'm trading momentum. But you can switch up these kind of columns to be what's important to you and your trading. And then the last little bit are, your comments about that section. So the first thing is your temperature. And this is how you're feeling that day. And for me, it's actually one of my trading conditions. If I score less than a C, I don't trade that day. So I'm reflecting on things about how my day's been going, to sleep all the night before, because I only trade part-time and I start trading in the afternoon because I live in Europe. How was my day so far? I work full-time. Was work not going bad? Is it affecting my mental state? I record those things and I give myself a grade. And again, less than a C and I'm not going to trade. Next, we get into our actual trading and we rate how we did and we put a few notes. Now we're going to go down a few sections and I'll show you how I actually rate my trading, because we're going to review each one of our trades and come up with a grade. So we have a few notes here about what we learned, what we improved on that day. It's always good to get yourself a little pat on the back. And so for me, this is what I did well this day. And then also changes I need to make from today. What did I learn today? And this learning process, this is what makes you better. Record how you felt that day, about what weren't you doing well and where you can improve. So those are the changes you need to make. Next up, I always put in what's called an easy money trade. So this is just a trade that I missed, that I had to take it would have been profitable for me. It has to be a trade from my playbook, and it has to be in one of the stocks that I'm watching. So if this stock within my watch list, I can't say, hey, I missed that trade. You can only miss trades for stocks that you're watching. But you should always review and see, hey, did I miss any trades? And what was the easiest trade investing? For me, this was a perfect setup. It's something that I should have noticed during the pre-market, but I was too busy looking at other things. Nvidia really had a great breakout today, and it was setting up for it so strong on the pre-market that it should have been off there. So this is a trade that I missed, and I did a full write-up on it. I marked it the same way I would if I had actually taken this trade, where I would have done and everything, what I was looking for. And so that's my easy trade that I missed. And then I go through and I do write-ups on each one of my actual trades. So here's a trade that I had on AMD today. This is a view at bounce trade. So, it moved away from the view at, came back down, a lower volume, made a nice little doji here. I took it long as it went up. I took some profit here around 2 hour. Unfortunately, it didn't continue the move, so I ended up getting out of break even, but it was a profitable trade. I followed my playbook. My selection, I said, was a beat. It wasn't the cleanest setup. Usually I want to see the rejection more opposed to the view at, but it was still pretty good. In terms of trade management, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I took profit at 2R, and then I got it at a break even. So for me, this was a good trade, and I do my write-up on it to review it, understand what I did well, and where I can improve. Next, I get on to another trade, and this is a lightning bolt trade, and for me, this is also, a good trade. I was happy that I saw this trade forming, and I actually took it here, and then I got stopped out because it came back down below VWAP, and that's not supposed to happen based on my playbook. But then I noticed that the move actually continued here, and a better setup had formed. So I actually got back in at almost the same price as I did before, in fact, a little bit better. My stop loss was still down just below VWAP, and I took the move up here for a few hours. But where I failed was this move kept on going for a long time. And I got nervous and I got out of this too soon. Whereas if I had done what I said I wanted to do my goals, I would have stayed in longer. So for me, I had two trades here. I had the first trade, the selection was not good. This actually didn't really fit my playbook, so I gave it an F for the selection. But my management, I gave it an A. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I stopped there where I was supposed to stop out. The second trade here, the selection with an A, this was a perfect setup for me. This move up, down, back up through the VWAP is great. But my management wasn't deep because I wasn't supposed to get out here. I was supposed to take this one partial here. I shouldn't have taken the second partial, and I definitely shouldn't have gotten there here. I needed to roll this trade. I either needed to take my partial here and have this time and stop me out of break even, or I needed to hold it, and then it would have made this move that I would have taken more profit up here and maybe gotten out around there as well. But it would have been a much more profitable trade. So my management was not good. And so based on these grades, I gave myself your selection A, management, or so selection F, management A, selection A, management D, here selection B, management A. That's how I actually come off with my grades along here. So today was an okay day for me. I made money, but if I left my grade overall, it was only a C because I really could have managed my trades a lot better. I could have been much more profitable than I was. And tomorrow, I'm actually going to have the same goal as I did today, and I hope to improve on this. And this is the pattern of the daily report card. It helps you improve every single day, and even that 1% every day is going to make you better. So if you have goals for your trading, think about them, write them down. Gives me if you thought this will help you out and give you some new ideas for your trading.